These had so much potential. What's up guys, Vinny here with Sneaker Tweaker and welcome back to another video. Today we have the performance review on the Jordan Zion 3. Now this shoe was one that I was actually really excited for, especially after my initial try on. I hadn't gotten the chance to put it to the test fully as far as running games and whatnot, but just initial try on, it seemed really good. It seemed like it was going to perform really well. However, that wasn't the case, and it's because of one big main reason, and we'll get to that here in just a minute. But as always, let's start it off with the traction. Now, the Jordan Zion 3 features a multi-directional herringbone traction pattern. You have, I guess, herringbone and radial, so it goes radial all around this herringbone area, and the solid rubber area is going to be herringbone, whereas the translucent area is going to be more radial. Now, that being said, initially what I thought and what I felt was that it was going to perform really well and it was going to bite really well. However, the more I played in it, the more that wasn't the case. On my initial try on, it actually bit the floor really well, but then the more I played in it, it seems like the traction got worse and worse. I don't know how, but that was my experience. Also, I was playing on an extremely clean court, and if that was doing that there, I don't know what it would do on a dusty court. Not only that, but as you can see, and especially on these translucent areas where the outrigger is, this traction is wearing down pretty damn quickly. Like, there's a lot of fraying and ripping off just all over this outsole, and I don't know how long this would last for a full season indoors or if you're going to just regularly play outdoors. Initially I thought it was going to be more of a durable traction because the rubber feels so thick and everything, but it really wasn't the case. Now, it does have a decent squeak for those of you that like feedback. But as far as performance, I wouldn't say it was terrible, but it also wasn't amazing. So it gripped the floor decently, but there were times where I would slip out and slide a little bit. Not dangerously where I thought, I was gonna eat it. But again, like, especially if you're playing defense and you're trying to keep up, really doesn't help whenever you have a slight slip. Overall, the traction, it was decent. It's not durable, I can't say, at least for my experience, and it was a little inconsistent. Not a little, decently inconsistent. So I would say going forward, maybe improve on that, especially traction being the foundation of a shoe. Really not a good look, but I guess with Zion really not taking care of his body, he's probably not really gonna bother taking care of his shoes either, just saying. Now for the cushion, and give me just a moment because the Jordan Zion 3 features a drop-in midsole. Let me actually take that out so you guys can actually see it. And one moment, please. As I was saying, for the cushion, the Jordan Zion 3 features a drop-in midsole, which is Formula 23 foam. And then you do have this TPU midfoot shank plate that goes up and around your lateral area and your medial area, but you also have a bottom-loaded 4-foot zoom unit. Now, the zoom you can decently feel, but the actual foam, I would say it felt pretty firm while it was inside the shoe. Wouldn't say that like it was crazy firm, but to me it felt like a little bit of a dead cushion. I don't know if that was everyone's experience as far as who's played in this shoe, but for me it felt like a dead cushion. However, where the zoom is, it felt nice, it felt bouncy, not a crazy amount of bounce, but it was there. You did have like a nice little spring to it. Court feel was there, so that wasn't an issue, but just overall impact protection, I wouldn't say that this is going to be one of my favorite or go-to shoes, which is weird because for a player like Zion, you would think he would need a decent amount of impact protection. So overall, the cushion is decent, but it's nothing to write home over. It's there, it's drop-in midsole. I just feel like they could have done so much better, and I feel like someone like Zion, who packs a lot of weight, needs more cushion than this, and probably something that compresses a little bit more. It is what it is though. As for the fit, and I think this is probably my biggest gripe with this shoe. Now, I would say this shoe fits true to size. However, it comes with a big caveat, and again, this might not be everyone's experience, but me having a kind of, I guess, a high arch, I don't know if that really has much to do with it. Anytime I would actually move forward and the shoe would kind of bend like this area right here, just above my big toe, would always pinch my big toe. No matter how much I played in it, always pinch my big toe and just rip the skin off right where my nail is, like right behind it. And it was painful as, yeah, it was not a fun experience, which led me to essentially just kind of, I mean, after a few days and actually like around a week of playing in this, just kind of really just say, you know what, screw it. The shoe isn't all that great. And I gotta say, whenever I do play, I play for about 2-3 hours. So I put a lot of time into the shoe. As you can see from the wear on the shoe, this thing, if it was temporary, it should have gone away. It stuck around and it just really annoyed the hell out of me, and I was just done with this shoe. The traction I could have kind of overlooked. It still played. The cushion, again, I could have overlooked a little bit. It is what it is, the way it's designed. This part, it's gonna constantly make me bleed and just rip my skin off. I couldn't do it anymore. Really wasn't my cup of tea. So as for the fit, like I said, it does fit true to size, but I mean, I guess this could also go in the materials and the way the materials just really go. It really wasn't that great. It was a terrible experience. For the materials and support though, you do have, I guess, textile mesh upper, and you do have a lot of fuse overlays just going all around the shoe. You do also have these TPU overlays that just kind of cage around the medial side and the lateral side, just as far as containment goes. Support and everything on the upper was there. You also have these outriggers, not just on the forefoot area, but also the medium lateral side of the shoe. Again, the support of the shoe wasn't a problem. And for someone like Zion, you do need all the support and all these overlays just to kind of keep his foot contained. But again, like there was a lot of factors that I would say could potentially not be adequate enough for someone his size. I mean, the traction alone, my size and the amount of torque I put into it didn't really withstand me. So for someone like Zion, I guess for him, it doesn't matter. He could just keep getting his shoes from Jordan Brand and switch them out as often as he wants. But someone that's going to buy these shoes and this is going to be their main go-to, from my experience, it's not going to last a crazy amount of time. The cushion's kind of stiff or firm, and then not only that, this upper slash, I guess the fit really is just super painful as far as ripping off your skin on your big toe. That was my experience with it. Can't say it was the best. Gotta say, Jordan Brand, do better, try again, especially consistency as far as the durability of the outsole. The Jordan Tatum ones had that same issue. I mean, they wear down pretty quickly. So Jordan Brand has definitely got to do some quality control as far as how long their shoes last, because a lot of people who purchase these shoes, it's the one shoe that they're gonna buy for the whole year. And for those people, this is their go-to shoe, this is it. So if it keeps wearing down, I mean, I know there's a warranty with it, but if it keeps wearing down, it's just a hassle to just keep constantly switching it out, even without warranty. I mean, people get excited, especially kids, for shoes of their favorite players. They should be more durable. As for the weight, the Jordan Zion 3 without the midsole, 10.7 ounces, and this is for a size 9. And with the midsole, weighs in at 13.2 ounces. And for the cost, these do retail in at $140. I believe this is for that colorway. I think there were some colorways that do retail for $130, but this one retailed for $140. So keep that in mind as far as getting these shoes. They're not cheap and they're not durable. Now, a lot of people also ask us where we get our basketball socks from. The answer is from Amazon. They come in a pack of 3 that costs just as much as one pair of Nike Elite socks. The ones we have are these 2 muted colors, which the white one and the black one, and they are quarter length. So if you guys like quarter length, they have them available in that, but they also have them in the high top version. Like I said, they come in a pack of 3 that costs just as much as the Nike Elites. And these are pretty much the same thing, but without the Nike branding. They're cushioned, they're ventilated, and they're amazing socks, and they last a long time. If you guys do want a pair, hit the link in our description down below and go grab yourselves a pack. Not a pair, grab yourselves a pack. If you guys have played in the Jordan Zion 3 already, let us know your experience down below. If there are any other shoes you guys would like us to review, again, comment down below. For more content like this, please like, subscribe, and follow. We'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.